Okay, let's unpack this. If you're looking at a tech career, you've probably hit this question, right?
Definitely. The big one.
Yeah, like with all these boot camps, online courses everywhere, is a university degree, with the time and the cost, still worth it. We've been looking at some sources, this report, Navigating the Digital Frontier, and a podcast discussion too.
Yeah, good stuff in there.
So our goal today is just to pull out the key ideas, help you figure out your best path. Like Charles in that discussion asked, don't universities feel kind of slow compared to how fast tech changes?
That's really the core issue, isn't it? But the sources, they sort of flip the script on the university's role.
How so?
It's less about teaching exactly what's hot right now. They actually argue trying to keep up directly is, well, maybe impossible.
Okay.
Instead, the real value is in the why, the deep fundamentals.
Ah, right. They talked about the difference between a coder and a software architect.
Exactly. Coders know the how, the current tools. Architects understand the deep stuff, algorithms, data structures, system design.
The theory behind it all.
And that, the sources say, is what makes you adaptable long term. It lets you learn whatever comes next, not just what you learned initially.
So it's like building the engine to learn anything, not just filling the tank with today's fuel.
Precisely. And maybe because of that focus on deep understanding, universities are painted as these innovation hubs.
Creating the future tech, you mean?
Yeah. They point out major breakthroughs, think AI, quantum computing, often start in academia.
Right. I remember the report mentioned, like, students working with AI robots building quantum materials.
Fascinating stuff. It positions universities as these R&D centers, giving students exposure you just don't get elsewhere. Research opportunities, too.
That's a strong point. But what about the people side, the connections?
Oh, the sources call that network invaluable. An embedded network was the phrase.
Embedded.
Yeah, like it's built in. Your peers, faculty who are experts, the whole alumni network, trying to build that from scratch, much tougher.
Makes sense. And the practical experience? Internships? Startups?
Also key. The sources see universities as a sort of risk mitigation platform for starting out.
Helping you get that first foot in the door.
Exactly. Career services helping with internships, university incubators launching actual companies like Celonis or Raspberry Pi. It lowers the barrier for that first crucial bit of real-world experience.
Okay, so deep knowledge, network, real-world entry. Anything else?
Yes. Those transversal skills.
Yeah.
Critical thinking, problem-solving, communication, teamwork.
The soft skills.
Yeah.
Though they're pretty hard skills in tech teams.
Totally. The sources call them essential survival skills, developed through coursework, group projects. You need them to function in complex environments.
So it sounds like the argument is for a more rounded development.
Absolutely. It's described as an unparalleled stage of personal growth, a maturity accelerator. Living away from home, dealing with different people, managing yourself. It's bigger than just the tech skills.
Okay, that paints a clear picture for the university route. But let's face it, boot camps and self-learning are huge now. What do the sources say about their strengths?
Speed, cost, and flexibility. That's the clear message.
Get job ready fast.
In months, yeah. Boot camps are super focused on practical, job-specific skills and self-learning. Max flexibility, minimal cost.
And they do get people jobs, right? The sources had data on that.
Like that Indeed survey finding 72% of employers felt bootcamp grads were as prepared as degree holders for some roles. Similar initial hiring rates at big companies, too.
Wow, 72% is significant. But does that hold true further up the ladder?
That's where it gets more complex. The sources agree some big names, Alphabet, Apple, IBM, are more flexible now, don't always need a degree.
Whoa.
But for many roles, especially senior, management, or specialized ones, there's still a strong preference, sometimes a requirement, for a bachelor's or even a master's.
So entry level might be open, but advancement could be trickier without a degree in some cases.
It seems that way. The sources project most good jobs, as they put it, by 2031 will likely need a bachelor's. Employer perception also varies. Some value skills over pedigree, others see non-degree paths as maybe higher risk.
So portfolios and certs become really important then.
Crucial. For everyone, really, but especially to de-risk if you don't have the degree. They're great compliments even if you do.
So pulling it all together, what's the final takeaway? Is there one best way?
Not really best, more like best for you. The sources lean towards a synergistic approach, combining things. The deep foundation, the network, the holistic growth from university. Plus, the practical, up-to-date skills from bootcamp, certs, continuous online learning. It's not either.
It's more like both hands.
Exactly. Use the different paths as tools.
So for you listening, it really boils down to your own situation, your goals, how you learn best, what resources you have.
Yeah.
But the one constant.
Lifelong learning. Non-negotiable in tech, whichever path you start on.
Which maybe leads to one last thought to chew on. If tech changes so fast that specific knowledge gets outdated quickly, does the real lasting value of any education, university or otherwise, come down less to what you learned and more to just learning how to learn whatever comes next?